Teaching your dog to roll over can be really fun. It can also be really challenging. A lot of dogs, even if they roll around on their backs all the time, they don't like to be asked to roll over, so they'll have a little bit of a moment. And I don't know about you, but I don't like my dogs to be afraid of anything. So if they're nervous of being on their back when I ask them to roll over, it actually creates a much stronger bond between the two of us when we work through that issue. I strongly suggest that if you have any trouble with rollover, that you don't give up. With puppies it's really easy, but when you're teaching an older dog, it can definitely be more difficult and take a little bit more patience and a little bit more time and a little bit more treats. Happy, come here. Lay down. It's important you know your dog doesn't have any medical problems when asking them to roll over, especially long-bodied breeds like German Shepherds or Dachshunds. Obviously the first step is they got to be able to lay down. The next thing you want to do is be able to get them on their side. There's several ways you can do this. One is you can just use a treat, and you can guide them by kind of pushing into their shoulder, and then as soon as they go on their side, release the treat. Now there's no commands yet. We're just working through the motion. Now with a lot of puppies, you can just take the treat and they'll roll right over, no problem whatsoever. But with a lot of dogs, they have these moments, so you want to take your time so you can build that trust between the two of you. Another way you can do it, if it's not working, doing it towards the shoulder. Another way you can do it, is to go more between their arms and kind of force them to roll in. You can go between their two front legs and hunker down into their belly. You can see her struggling to get it. It's because they have to roll over to put their head down. Good girl. Come here. Lay down. Good girl. Another way you can do it is just, if you usually scratch their belly, come here, down. Then scratch their belly. And as soon as they roll their legs onto their side, lay down. You can praise them for it. This is also a good moment to get them to go all the way on their backs while scratching their belly. Now, the next step can be the tricky step. You've got to get over that bone, that pelvic bone they have back there. And that's sometimes when they do that little jerk, or they have trouble getting over that hump. So this is where you got to take your time a lot of times. So you get them into this spot, and then you're going to continue. This is a good spot where you can use your other hand to rub their stomach and help guide them around calmly. Your hands cannot be tense, so rub their tummy to relax. If you're having trouble even with high-value food, this is something you can work on to get them more comfortable. And with a larger dog, you're going to take even more time with this, rubbing their belly. You can feel when they're calm and gently roll them over till they're comfortable with it. Once they're no longer fearful of going on their back, then you can add in the element of training. And you want to take the treat and go around to their hind end so they follow it and they have to roll over to get the food. Release the treat right away when you get the response that you are looking for. Once they get the hang of it, you can start to keep your hand further away from their body. Once the dog gets over that difficult spot, which can take several short sessions for some dogs, add the words roll over if you haven't already. Roll over. Eventually, you can try just the phrase, just to test how well they actually know the word once they get it really consistently. We're just going to try it for fun. I haven't done it with her yet. We'll see if it works. Roll over. Ah, nothing. But let's try the hand motion. Okay, so she knows the hand motion, but she still hasn't learned the connection of the word with the hand motion. And we've only been doing this a couple of days, so this is really good. She picked up fast, but she'll follow food anywhere. Sometimes if you have a dog that needs more work, it's going to take you several short sessions over a few weeks. And use something really high value. Like you can even use wet dog food. That works as a great motivator. I've used that on a lot of older dogs, and it works even better than chicken sometimes to get them to make that go around and make them comfortable. Down. Roll over. Yes. Now, if you have a little overzealous dog, or even a big puppy, I don't want her coming at me for the food. That's a bad habit she's already developed in just a couple days of working on this. So let's try something. Down. Roll over. Oh, nice. And all I did there was, I don't know if you saw, but I just kind of did a body block so she wouldn't jump into my space and she'd wait for her food. So everything is baby steps. Everything is baby steps. So take your time. And if you have your questions, feel free to email me. Check out our website at doggersizela.com or feel free to email me at info@doggersizela.com.